I'm here today to talk about Depend. It's an assessment by W to help CEOs figure out where the dependencies are. We're here to solve CEO bottlenecks. Business leaders shouldn't feel trapped in their own business. And with W and the Depend assessment, they won't. Depend stands for decisions, escalation, priorities, energy, network, and data. Let's dig in. You won't be able to fix all 6 at once, but once you realize where your focus should be, you can get rolling on redesigning leadership. It'll make a difference as soon as you put in the investment. Depend. Decisions. Decisions is where you're most likely going to start. When you realize how important decision speed is to a business and you put real effort into fixing your decision speed, that's where you see the biggest wins. Successful teams make high quality decisions quickly. And if decisions are being made solely by you, you're missing an opportunity. Escalation. It's related. When people don't know when they're able to make the decisions, when they should go to their peers, or when it does need to be escalated, they'll default to drifting back to the top and to you. Priorities. When everything's important, no one's clear on what is actually important, and they'll have to check with you. If you're running a business with lots of projects and lots of ideas and lots going on, you'll constantly be reminding people what is critical and what the urgencies are. If you think you've solved that because you're on a disciplined program and you're very clear on what the priorities are for the quarter, let's say, you're still struggling because people don't have the window to let you know when plans should change. And if you're the only one that can authorize that change in plans, you're still going to have dependencies. Energy. This is the most under-identified dependency, but it's very, very common. You as a leader are probably charismatic. You've got followers and you bring the energy. There is momentum because of you. But that is going to eventually exhaust you. And you need other leaders and the team to have energy with or without your presence. You can systemize this. And if you put in the effort, you'll see that your energy is like a bonus. It's not the core fuel. When it is, there's dependency. Networks. Often the case in our small, medium business friends. When you think that you need to be there for the big sale or to help with that big client challenge, you've got a network dependency. At some point, to build this business and make it either scale or sustainable, relationships need to be owned by others. People on your team need to be empowered to strategize with other people and to bring in those core critical relationships too. Business is people, and if all the people depend on you, that's barely a business. Data. If you're drowning in one-on-ones and everybody shares the information with you, and then you have to figure out who needs to know, where the interdependencies are, where the unintended consequences are, and you're having to answer questions and share data and information, you've got a dependency. You might be saying, oh, I don't because I have a dashboard or KPIs or OKRs. But ask yourself, is that dashboard compliance or in a way to share information with you? Or is it actually driving action and decisions and conversation amongst the team? Because you have a data dependency if people aren't able to use information to take action. CEO bottlenecks are created because of depend. Decisions, escalation, priorities, energy, network, and data. And we're here to help you identify which gap to focus on first. Then you can redesign leadership. W places fractional leaders to solve the CEO bottleneck too. We know that that's what it often takes. What are the 4 areas that we see CEOs pulled back the most? They are almost always the same: marketing, operations, people, and sales. And so those are the 4 functions that we're going to help. We place fractional leaders in operations, people, marketing, and sales. With depend and the functions no longer relying on you, I am so excited about what we can do with your time to grow the business or make it sustainable. If capacity is not the right answer and you don't need a fractional leader, we have Leadership Liftoff. Both are leveraging depend. Do the assessment today. Once you've done this complimentary assessment, you can figure out where to focus your time to solve the CEO bottleneck. I can't wait to see what it means for you, your business, and even your family. We're here to unblock and uplift leadership and help you fall back in love with what you've built.